Some years ago, I had reported on a case that was near and dear to my heart that I was working on the front line. And that was the case of Angel Arbolay in the state of Delaware. This gentleman, he was a young man. He was an up-and-coming rapper, and he was the subject of brutal harassment and assault by the governor's task force back in 2017 and 18. In one incident, he was just at a friend's house and the police knew he was in there. They kicked the door in. He hadn't broken the law and broke the toilet with his face. That became the subject of a federal lawsuit, which is still pending today. The deposition was absolutely, unfathomable as to how these officers developed some of the crap. Like, for instance, one of the officers blatantly lied to his cohorts, or I'll call them, partners for this purpose, but lied to the partners and said that Mr. Arbolay had one time stabbed him, which was a complete and utter lie. So what this one officer did was incite the other officers of the GTF to look at this man as if he was dangerous, and it culminated into them in 2018 or 19 jumping through a window of a hotel room that this gentleman was at, assaulting him again, tasing him, and then locking him up for contraband allegedly found in the room, which we now believe may have been put there, and getting him 25 years in prison. And it gets worse. He gets represented by a public defender who stands up at the opening statements and says, my client basically did everything that the police said. This case is ongoing and it's just now in the hands of a phenomenal Philadelphia attorney that I worked with. His name is Carl Schwartz. He's the man, and I don't talk really highly about state bar members. Y'all know that, so please don't come at me. But listen, I'm going to be sharing with y'all how this case works out. All of the seeds that were planted about 3 or 4 years ago are now starting to blossom, and I just want to bring this stuff to y'all while we still have a chance as a TikTok community to talk about these things. Website's right there if you want to check us out, and if you got a situation.